and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got some space here. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
First and goal.
They go play action. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Cooper on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a game. Second down and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound. throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Room here to run. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action now. Cousins. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Rolling to his left. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So the challenge there does not go there. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Cooper on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And a fair catch taken back near about the 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give to Madison, and he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Madison running left. Powers through it. A second pen has fallen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. 2nd and 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Barkley shreds the tackle, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Off the play fake, Cousins. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Second down, Cousins being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down. Cousins now. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Cooper on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. And now the rookie's free. The 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense have had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of it. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Cooper on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run with Madison again. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rallied quickly after the broken tackle. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cousins buying time to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down set. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Out to his left. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
They'll run it with Madison.
And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, if they couldn't see. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Cooper on the return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And Rudolph has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They